Hi sayers, good day. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I would like to say thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you're just new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below for content suggestion. Today, we're going to have another online class essential. This is the part 2 of our first video where we talked about how to use Google Classroom. Today, just like what I've promised on that video, we're going to talk about how to use Google Meet. I know most of you have been using this application or platform, but for those who have not been able to discover this one is for you. So, just continue watching this video. Let's get it on. This is Simon for Simon Says PH. Welcome back to my channel, sayers. Just like what I've promised, we're going to talk about Google Meet. This will be one of the tools on how to conduct synchronous sessions. Or maybe you'll be able to use this also to meet your friends and your partners in your business. You know what is good with Google Meet? It's so user-friendly. And for me, it's so academic. Meaning we can use it for school-related activities and more. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with the features of Google Meet as stated on its website. Google Meet is used to secure video meetings for teams and businesses. Help your team stay securely connected with enterprise-grade video conferencing built on Google's robust and secure global infrastructure. Meet is included with Google Workspace. You know, this is really helpful not just for schools, but also for those who are building their own business, most especially during new normal, because we cannot really meet physically our partners. So through Google Meet, we'll be able to address our concerns to and with our business partners. Trusted by enterprises around the world. Take advantage of the same secure by design infrastructure, built-in protection, and global network that Google users to secure your information and safeguard your privacy. You know, talking about privacy, Google Meet is really one of the most secure applications or tools that we can use meeting with other people, because we'll be able to see later that once you maybe decide to record your meeting, other members or other participants of that meeting will be asked for giving their consent. If they don't want them to be included in the recorded video, then they will be asked to leave the meeting. That's it. That is where security comes in, and more features securing the privacy of the participants. And through Google Meet, we'll be able to work collaboratively with our partners, students, and teachers, because it gives you a venue where you can address your concerns and wherein you can also air your opinions and comments. Okay. Talking about security and privacy, Google Meet links, or the ones that you are using to get into that particular meeting, are encrypted, meaning it's unique from one meeting to another. So that means you will not be able to join unless you are given the permission or you're really part of the meeting itself. So we're done seeing the features of Google Classroom as stated on its website. Let us now go to the main display of Google Meet. But before anything else, the first thing that we have to do is go to google.com. Then through that website, we will be able to see the powerful icon there, which we call the waffle icon. Once we open that icon, we will be able to see the features of Google Suite and other applications and features that we may be able to use for our online class and other purposes. So we just have to click Google Meet. So after pressing that icon of Google Meet, you will be directed to this site. So you just have to press or go to that particular part wherein it says join or start a meeting. Then after pressing that, you will be directed to key in your name. So let's start putting our name here. I'm going to use Mark Simon Recto. Then after that, you will not be joining the meeting itself yet, because you will be directed to a site wherein you can check your settings. This is one of the best features of Google Meet because it allows you to check the settings first before going directly to the meeting itself. So this display allows you to explore the features of Google Classroom right before showing yourself to your co-members or to your class or to your classmates. Sayers, as you can see here, my background is different. I'm checking now my video quality. We can easily change our background by going to this particular part, this 3 vertical dots, and then press it. Then you will be having the options here. You can change your background, and I prefer not to have a background, so we're going to change it now. Okay, so we are done checking our video and changing our background. This time, we're going to check our audio through this indicator. So whenever we talk, these 3 horizontal dots will move. Let's check. That means our audio is working well. Let us first go back to the 3 vertical dots here. Let's go to the settings. Let's see what are included here on the settings. We'll be able to see here we can check our video and audio as well. On the video part, we can check which camera we want to use. And for this send resolution, that means this is the resolution that we want our students to get from our video, from our display. And the receive resolution, that means that's the resolution we want to receive from our students, their display. Sayers, always remember this, the higher resolution we would like to have or to receive, the higher or the wider bandwidth we're going to require. That means our internet connection will be affected by this desire to have higher resolution. So might as well just retain what is being given or provided by Google Meet. That will be enough for us to see each other clearly. And we'll also be able to check if our speakers are working. We just have to press test and we'll be able to hear this sound. That ring, yes, correct. Then let's try it again. That means our speakers are working well. And as a suggestion, please turn off your mic and your camera as well. Because whenever you join the meeting, you don't want to surprise the other participants if you're going to join with your camera on and your mic on. So just turn these two, the audio and your camera, if your host or your teacher asks you. So this time we're going to join the meeting. We just have to press that button that says join now. After pressing that button join now, you'll be able to hear this sound. That means you successfully joined the meeting. You can see here on my display different icons. These icons are not naturally part of Google Meet. So we're going to have another video for this. These icons are included in different extensions for Google Meet and Google Classroom. So we're going to have our next video allotted for that topic. Okay? This time we're going to focus on the icons or display which can be seen from Google Meet. We're going to start with the icons at the bottom. You can see here my name or the name that you're going to use for that particular meeting. So we just have to press this one or explore this one. You can see here the joining info. That means this is the detail that other participants need for them to join the meeting. So usually, you just copy this one and then send it to your participants or to your students. And also, on this tab, you can see your attachments. You can upload here files that your participants can easily download. You can do this using Google Calendar. This blue icon means you are the one controlling the meeting, or in other words, you are the host. This mic button or this mic icon signals your audio. If it's color red, that means your mic is off. If it's white or gray, that means you are on. Meaning whatever you say can be heard by other participants. Another indicator that you are the one talking is that your picture or your profile picture is blinking. Or meaning it's like an aura covering or surrounding your picture. And this icon signals that you may leave the call whenever you press it. So, after the meeting or if you have another meeting to attend to, you just have to press this one. But before doing that, just a tip, please have some courtesy, ask permission from the host. This one signifies your video or your video display. So once you turn it on, if it's already white or gray in color or in shade, that means your video is on. And if it's red, that means your camera is off. This next feature is very important, most especially when you're having an online class. Whenever you want to recite or you want to share something to the class, you just have to raise your hand. And whenever you press this, you will hear this sound. Just like the sound whenever you join the meeting. And if you don't want to recite anymore, if you're done, you may just lower your hand. Let's do it again. Let's hear it once more. Okay, remember that, huh? Always recite. This feature is turning on your caption, meaning whatever the speaker or other participants are telling, there will be automatic captions on your screen. Usually this is turned off because the words being transcribed are not really the words being used by the speaker. It just depends on what it hears. This icon allows you to present your screen, and once you press it, you will have options here if you want to share your whole screen, a tab, or just a window. So I have here a sample. I will be showing you a PowerPoint presentation, and you can easily project or present it to your class. And with this option or with this feature, you cannot just present PowerPoint presentation, but you can present anything you want on your screen. So be careful also. If you open multiple windows there are contents that must not be seen by your students. Just make sure that you close them before you start your meetings. Just like, for example, your test items, your quiz questions, and the likes. We have here another set of 3 vertical dots. Just like what we've seen on the first part of the video, it's just the same. So while you are already in the meeting, you may also edit or modify the settings. So we have here different tabs or options. We can choose record meeting, just like what I told you earlier, talking about security and privacy. If you want, if the host wants to record the meeting, there will be a message prompt asking the participants if they allow themselves to be part of the meeting which is being recorded by the host. So if yes, yes, you will be part still of the meeting. But if you answer no, that means you will be excluded from the meeting. There is also an option which you can change the layout of your meeting. That means if you got more than 30 students here or participants, you may just increase the number of people you want to see on your screen. So we are done discussing or talking about the tabs which are at the bottom. This time we're going to talk about the icons which we can see above. The first one here is the grid. We have here options like only view participants with video, highlight speakers, include yourself in the grid. If you want to include yourself in the grid, that means you want to see yourself on your screen. Then, enable grid view by default. So you just have to check or uncheck the things that you want and don't want to see on your screen. Then this icon allows you to check the participants you have for that particular meeting. There are two options here. People, meaning you can see who are the members or participants of that particular meeting, and then chat. You can easily chat your members through that particular tab. And you also have control over here, meaning you may check or uncheck these options like share their screen if you want them to share their screen, if you want them to be allowed to share their screen later on. And then another is send chat messages, meaning they are allowed to send their queries on that particular chat box. If you want to add people or participants to that particular meeting, you just have to click this one and add their email addresses. And this one shows your overall control panel. You just have to check or uncheck the things that you want to allow and you don't want to be allowed in this particular meeting. So this is very handy and this is very secure when it comes to your data and the data of your participants because of these options. Now let's go back to these three vertical dots. Let us explore this whiteboard or Jamboard feature of Google Meet. Through this one, we can easily allow our students to be interactive with one another. How? Let's see. Choose whiteboard or Jamboard, then open a whiteboard and you will be directed to this particular display. And this one is like a whiteboard, a virtual whiteboard, or the board that you're using when you were having face-to-face classes. All you have to do is share it with your students or your partners. Then, by sharing it, you just have to allow them to be editors of this particular Jamboard or whiteboard. And then, once you press share, it will be automatically sent to your chat box, that one that we discussed earlier. You know, this is very ideal to making your students interactive with their classmates. Like, for example, when you ask them to compose their own sentences or to have a collaborative work, because they can edit others' works through that Jamboard. And they can use other features there, like the sticky notes, wherein they can just use a sticky note there and then they just have to leave their work on that particular Jamboard or any part of that Jamboard or whiteboard. And other features are the pen, eraser, circle, arrow, sticky notes, adding image, text box, and laser. So whenever you want to point on something, right? That's how you use Google Meet. And I hope that next time you use Google Meet, you will be able to explore these features and more. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below. Let's continue to explore, enjoy, educate, and empower. Thank you and let's call it a day. This is Simon for Simon Says PH. Bye bye.